What's going on, U8 NC Youth Academy coaches? Here we are with another week of our training session overview. Hopefully, everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. If you had the weekend off, excellent. Now you're excited to come back and get to some soccer. And if you were involved in some soccer over the weekend, hopefully it was a good time. You enjoyed some fun with your families and your players, and most importantly, on the field. So as we recenter and refocus heading into what's probably the start of the real season now that school's kicked back up, and that we're post Labor Day, let's look at some themes in which we can impact going to goal. So again, using the play, practice, play methodology here with our U8 players. Our topic today, quite simply, it's improving scoring goals. So the player actions, first and foremost, are going to be to shoot, pass, or dribble forward. Those intangibles, those key qualities that we want to think about, decision making, reading the game to help process information more effectively, and then taking initiative near the goal. We always want to get as many fields as we can set up based on the players, staff, and equipment available. If you notice, in our illustrations, we always reference our blue triangles going towards the goal. So in this case, our coach is staggered in between. They're not using a common line for safety and security, as well as we've got multiple games going on. We have guided questions to support us related to openings, moments that we want to take a shot or dribble or pass forward, as well as these keywords here to help center and refocus our kids during our play one phase. And then as we move here into our practice phase, remember we've got our core activity, which is the main activity. Then we can either go to the left, which are less challenging activity, or the right, which are more challenging activity. But it's all centered on going to goal. So our key objective, again, scoring goals. So quite simply, our triangles here in our core activity, it's a 1v1 to goal. So they'll initiate play by carrying the ball onto the field. You can stagger them on any side of the field if you want, but for our purposes, they're on the same side as the defense. We've got a orange goal that we're using to score by passing through. And then if the opposition, the red circles, get it, they can dribble through the end line. And we want to think about ways in which they can look to score, when to score, maximizing openings in a 1v1 situation. Now, if we want to make it less challenging, starting them on opposite sides because the defense has more space to cover will definitely give us more time as the offense. And us scoring in an end zone by dribbling to score is going to enable us to do that. We're still thinking about these key words to help us get to that point. How do we get there? Where should we look with our head? What can I do when I'm confronted by the opposition or defense? And if we feel like we really need to challenge our players or our teammates, going to a 2v2. So staggering our teammates on opposite side, and similarly with the opposition or the defense, we have a small orange goal that we're going to score on, and the defense has an end zone to penetrate through if and when they recover possession. And then we focus on our play two phase, which again we're going to do based on the number of players we have, the space available, the equipment and staff, but it's the game. Full laws of the game: throw-ins, goal kicks, build out line, corner kicks, kickoffs, restarts, fouls. And we're playing with no goalkeepers, 4v4. And this is going to be the test where we're going to evaluate and we're really going to assess. And we're going to be looking, again, the application of our keywords as well as our guided questions here. And at the end, just like we've talked about, we've got those 5 elements of a training session, thinking about how it was organized, how we transitioned, the space we used, the game, was it competitive enough? Did it model the game, meaning I attack this way, I defend that way? How were the repetitions? How were the experiences of the player on the field relative to the topic? We're looking to score goals. If you don't have a goal or you're not going towards a goal, that might not be what we're looking for out of this session. The challenge level, was it too easy? Was it too hard? Look at the success ratio. Thankfully, we're dealing with goals. So too many goals, too few goals. What does that mean for us as a coach? And then we apply the learning cycle, or we apply our coach's toolkit. How do we coach? What's the effective intervention to use? We're always asking ourselves in our self-reflection after the session, the next day or the next morning, what we thought we did well, what we could do better, and how we did achieving our topic, our player actions, and our key qualities. Hopefully that helps. Thanks. Bye.